Captain Takumi is slightly he's stable, and he's kind of mumbling to you, and he kind of comes to, and he starts rubbing his head. He's sitting up, kind of coughs and spits up some blood. How am I alive? And he's just looking around, and he's like looking at himself, just covered in all this crap, and kind of, my God, thank you so much. Oh, I came looking for. Well, and he pulls out his little pouch, and he's got his little map that he kind of drew on here, and he's pointing. I know there's something in here, something useful. The captain's put in one of his logbooks specified, I think it was a riddle, about some kind of treasure in this room. And he just starts coughing again, and more blood coming up. Hey, can you help me up? And he extends his hand up, kind of looking for someone to grab him.
Crush will clamp onto his arm and drag him up really fast.
Oh, thank you. And he looks over and sees Alrak still like...
Oh,
does anyone care to try and
we should cut him free?
Can I help him cut him, stuff like that, Alrax?
Well, I'm glad you...
I mean, you are right next to him, so...
yeah, so
let's go for it.
Yep, you need to go ahead. You can try it. So you need to basically make a roll to see if you can hit the required AC to cut it.
Free the mushroom tip.
If you will.
You just made it.
Cool.
Yep. So you're...
11 damage.
Perfect. You're able to perfectly surgically remove Alrax. Don't show any kind of gratitude for.
I think you just described...
Way to be sticky, Al.
Oh. Resist.
You really just want...
Yeah, he's talking to Dan.
Oh. Sorry, that was Aramius. He's the one who normally is the dick. Pulling him up. So Captain Takumi's starting to point, and he goes, he's like, in this room, I know there is treasure. I almost found it until I was ambushed by spiders. Will you all help me search this room? Do like a little drawn description, and it shows a small chest about, well, I guess it's not too small. It's about 2 feet in length, maybe about 8 to 10 inches in width, and he thinks it might be hidden somewhere in one of the walls.
I think we should be extra careful because there was a very, very dangerous trap just there that could have destroyed all of us.
And Captain Takumi goes, oh, did you see the stones in the ceiling?
Unfortunately, no.
Ugh. That explains bump on your head.
Yes.
You don't remember.
Quite large goose egg.
He technically...
I'm not digging all the stickiness on my feet, so I'm going to climb up on Crush.
Okay.
I don't want stickiness on my shell.
I'll clean it later.
So you're over by Crush on his shoulder-ish.
You want to
You're
check
like-
the spider hole?
Hey, Lord.
Check what?
Check the spider hole up there?
Spider hole.
What spider hole?
Where the big thing came out of.
It was 50 feet up in the ceiling. Good luck. Can you fly?
We already had bad luck with climbing, so
Alerex.
Alaric.
yeah, Alrex.
I'll fly up there and check it out.
As you fly on your little broom and go up to the top, and you peer out, you see basically about a 5-foot hole in the ceiling, and there's a small crack in the top, which actually has a small amount of sunlight peering through, which lets you know it might be an opening that's leading to the outside right there if you broke through, but you don't see anything that could possibly be hidden there. It definitely looks like you can see scratch marks in the walls where this is a normal hiding spot for this creature that you guys just killed.
On the wall, there's a web with some kind of extra white area.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to check that first, cautiously moving across the ground and to that area.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Do.
Snap.
16.
You are noticing that there are in the walls around this area, there is several holes along the walls that look like oils and just various other menacing creatures that are right around this whole thing. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
$14.
Potentially pull what you're trying to pull out or do there. That there is another pressure plate that encompasses right here.
Touch it.
Hey,
Touch it.
That would trigger some kind of trap.
Touch it. Ouch.
in such matters, I think I found another trap.
Yes. Let me take a look. Maybe I can help.
I'm assuming all that trap training in bed with Gertha.
Right.
Wow.
Disarming her trap.
While he's looking at the trap, can I kind of study the symbols and see if there's any kind of like pattern to them?
Yeah, go ahead and make.
For shits and giggles, I'm going to give myself guidance.
Okay.
12.
How'd that help?
You're
Yes,
like-
I rolled poorly.
You're like, I've seen this kind of stuff before, and it doesn't mean good things.
That's bad stuff.
Maybe.
That's about all you know. To you, it's some kind of. This is the easiest way to say it.
Touch it. Touch it.
No, I will not touch it.
Crush, why don't you come over and touch it?
No.
Alrax, what are you doing?
I will fly back down and just watch the monkeys and the football.
Okay. Chorus, what are you doing?
Oh man. I do not know. Is there any? Is there anywhere else we haven't really explored in here?
Pretty much it. There's no other escape out of this cave. Though to go back the way you came.
All right, I'm just gonna just just wait and see what Drazan can do
Okay.
with the trap.
Drazan, go ahead and you want to try and disarm this trap?
Yeah, I got a 22 on that roll.
Oh, well, shit.
Oh, I was going to give you guidance. Never mind.
Don't waste it.
But as you're
No,
looking,
wait.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
as you're looking at this pressure plate, you're going and you're looking at the trap, and you're staring at it, and you're like, Alexis, you're an idiot. All those little carving spots, those are actually where poison darts get shot out if you step on this plate. And you're able to use your thief tools and disarm the trigger mechanism on the pressure plate to where now you can step in these spots without any fear of being shot with poison darts.
Oh, well, it's still very bad things, just like the scary monsters stay on the wall. Warnings and all that.
But again, you do see something that's gobbed up in web right here. I'm not sure what.
Okay, so he disarmed the trap, and I will try to cut it free.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll to try and chop it out.
Oh, nat 20.
With your precision of the gods to cut this out ever so wonderful. You see what looks to be some kind of it's like a severed arm almost. But as you pull this thing out, here, let me get I'll give you guys a visual of it.
Ooh.
1 second here.
You're making it mad now.
Oh, come on. Come on. Go. I do apologize. Fuck you, computer. I mean,
Whoa!
forget you,
Whoa.
computer.
There's our one.
Still legal.
Still PG-13.
Yep, we're
Yes.
still good.
You gotta pay it. This is what you see.
Hey,
Hand of the Mutineer. I've been searching for this.
you're looking for?
Yes,
To each his own.
this is one of the captain's
Is
prize
it-
presents.
Is it like mummified?
Let me give you see if I can give you a little description here. As soon as I fix my stupid screen.
Language.
Moment. I said stupid screen. I didn't say anything bad. All right, let's see.
Let's make you doubt what he says from now on.
Here we go. Okay. It says, this bloated, motted hand once belonged to the mutineer Lavinia Wisp and is brimming with magical power. While you have this hand on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to attack. Rolls using one-handed melee weapon, bonus attack rolls. You gain +1 bonus to attack rolls using one-handed melee weapons. In addition, when making an attack roll with a melee weapon, you can choose to forego the roll and instead treat the D20 result as a 10. The item regains the use of this feature at the next dawn.
Wow.
That's a lot of information you just gave us for free there, Dan.
It does require a bit of attunement.
There it goes.
So
No
instead of
identify spell needed.
So instead of
A magical weapon.
instead of wearing a sundial, we can wear this as a hand, right?
There's so many things I can say right now.
I picture the hand holding the sword and you're holding the hand.
I'm picturing doing something else.
Well, yes. Sure, I'm sure you do.
This is the perfect opportunity for a stranger.
Nope.
The true question is, who's our one-handed melee fighters?
Not me. I don't fight sissy.
Well, I can do either or.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Alarax, is that your name? Can do either or.
You've been with him for how long? You don't remember his name?
I know. It's
Couple of days.
this whole moment is quite overwhelming, and I forgot his name a little bit. We've been through a lot. Plus, I'm not even sure if he's alive.
That's true.
I can find out for you.
Are you guys talking about Al? He's pretty all right.
Yes.
I want to test to see if he's alive. Come here, Al.
So who do we have that's
Get away.
one-handed?
Oh, I forgot about Chorus. Don't you use a one-handed weapon?
Yeah, my short sword is a one-handed.
So
Captain,
there are several of us.
Yes, whoever.
I already have a magic item, so, you know, share the wealth. Who wants the hand? Hey, you can just imagine it's like a stranger.
Oh, man.
you're shaking it. Who wants it?
It's a bit grotesque. I don't know if I want it.
We could always take turns.
I don't mind it.
We know you want it.
Hard pass.
It would be hard, wouldn't it?
Here you
Oh,
go.
God.
Sloppy seconds.
Oh,
No, we are not talking about circle jerk, all right? Let's quit it.
what? Oh,
What?
Who mentioned that? Well, no.
Stroke, pass. Stroke, pass.
We have derailed.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Who wants the magic? Who wants the magic fist? Come on. Who wants to take it?
I need to have a technical difficulty screen pop up right now.
Are we still in PG-13?
Yeah,
So,
I think so. It's all
Wait,
innuendo.
Everybody, come on.
I showed
Who wants it? Who wants it?
You take it if you like it so much.
More like Rochambeau. I challenge you. I will tell you. I've never been bested before.
Oh boy.
Captain, what do you want to do with this item? You seem very intrigued by it.
If you do not want it, I will take
You made it seem like it was important in some way.
great value to this weapon. You underestimate what it can do.
When we get back to camp, maybe we can attach a piece of leather to it and wear it around my neck or something.
Whatever you choose.
It just has to be in your person, so you can have it in like your bag and
I
stuff. You know?
don't want it inside my person.
Oh my god.
Oh, this has gotten dark.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
All right. Enough with the hand. We'll figure it out
All
later.
right, moving on. Let us.
we have not finished searching the room. There is more here. I know it. Oh,
What?
who? Where's the
Captain,
big?
you can't be serious.
Where's the big spider?
Which one? There were several.
There was one towards the beginning of this cave. I saw it, and I found a way around it. Did you kill it?
I don't know. We
Yes.
seem to have killed 2 large spiders.
Can you take me there? I need to harvest the fangs off of it. I know how to make some great weapons with it.
All right. Take him back to the entrance and.
Okay. So he's gonna ask you to give him a hand trying to harvest the fangs off of said spider.
Well, technically,
Crush,
we have an extra.
Would you like to give us a hand?
Oh, yeah. I'll come over and give you
Very,
a hand.
very funny, Crush.
Let me see here. Crush, you're gonna come over and give a hand?
Yep.
Okay. And Milo, you were riding on his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's gonna help, make a survival check for me to help me try and get the fangs.
I was about to say, I could help you if you want to roll.
What'd you get, Crush?
13.
If Milo's gonna give you a hand, I'd let you do it with advantage.
Okay. 13.
You're not quite able to get what I need off of there. Ugh. And he looks around, points to Hooklexus. Give me a hand. Yeah, he's a big brute. Does not know what to do.
Watch it.
Fine.
It's
Captain.
okay, Crush.
If you insist, I will help you.
Please,
I
cut
do
your
not. I do not enjoy mutilating creatures.
There's no creature that tried to kill us.
Fine. What am I doing?
You're making survival check.
Survival and guidance.
Huzzah.
I rolled an 8.
Whoa!
You
I told
suck.
you I did not like doing such things.
He's gonna call out. Anyone able to give me a hand?
Giving the moon, yeah.
Did you want me to try it?
You can try it.
Plexus is gonna walk away because he just needs some fresh air.
Okay.
Is
He's gonna go out. Oh, he's gonna go out of the cave.
Okay.
I'll help Milo.
Ooh. 8.
Yeah, you were able to remove both fangs. And let's see here. Captain Takumi talks to you and says, he says, "Thank you so much. Now, I have a favor to ask. I will teach you when we get back to camp how to sharpen and turn into poison dagger. Will you help me?"
Sure, Captain.
And he kind of bows. "Thank you. Now we must find the captain's lockbox in here. We must search all the wall." And so he's asking everybody to help, search all the walls, see what you can find.
There's more.
Finger it, maybe fist a few holes.
I would need an investigation check from everybody, essentially, at that point.
Oh, okay.
Milo. How about you and I go look at this wall over here?
Okay.
All right.
12.
Alexis is
You said-
outside the cave, so he's not.
And Clexus won't be able to, but everybody else that's inside would definitely be able to.
I rolled a 12.
Milo and I are working together. Can we get advantage?
That's fine.
18.
Okay. Who else?
12.
14.
5.
Ooh, you didn't find anything there, Alright. Yeah, Crush and Milo, you guys come over to this spider web over here, and you do find the lockbox. Again, it's another one that looks very similar to the other, where it has a ship on the front of it. Does have a what seems to be some kind of simple locking mechanism on the front of it. Do we have anybody who could potentially help you in unlocking this box? The box doesn't seem to be too sturdy either. It looks rather cheaply made.
I want to headbutt it.
Okay.
We do have someone with these tools.
I will go ahead, buddy. You go, and it just completely shatters. And let's see here.
I have like one splinter hanging out my forehead.
You see, as you break it open, there's a what looks to be a ancient tattered scroll covered in glowing rune. The edges of this parchment also looks to be a little bit burnt and blackened, but the words in the scroll are very legible. And it talks about some kind of healing. Do you have any kind of healing spells?
No.
Okay.
I'm a monk.
Okay. Yeah, you say it, you can read it, and it's something about some kind of healing. You're not sure what, though. You may want to take it to somebody who may be a little more proficient in healing. So actually, your investigation check was 18, right, Crush?
Yes.
So you guys also, as you pulled this box out and shattered it, behind where it was sitting, you also find a small leather pouch containing 20 silver pieces and an emerald gemstone worth 50 gold pieces. On top of that, you see what looks to be a corpse kind of in a little bit of a alcove that's kind of just in the side of the wall. And on its hand of the skeletal corpse, you can see a ring. What's up? Nope.
Nope. Nothing.
What
No.
was the last part you said?
You can see a ring that is on the skeletal corpse that's glowing with a bluish magical hue.
I'll take the ring. Look at it. Ooh, pretty. Someone want to find out what this is?
I poke it. It's shiny.
It's a shiny silver ring that, again, as you move it, it has this soft pale blue light that kind of emanates from it.
I'll Crush. Should we go take this over to Hex? Heck.
Yes, we can.
Heck.
Let's take it to Hex. You may be able to find out what it is.
Okay. Heclexis, if you want to make I would say
What was that, Dan?
You want to make an Arcana check? I'd be able to.
Arcana.
I would say you'd be able to tell what this thing does.
Which thing am I looking at?
The ring.
The ring? Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, you're looking at the scroll. Yeah, I apologize. It's the scroll. You don't need to make an Arcana check. The scroll itself, as you read it, you're like, oh, this is a spell scroll for cure wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be quite useful. Help with our things and cuts and ouchies that we get.
Does it take care of boo-boos?
Boo boos.
So yeah, so
Was there something else you wanted me to look at?
I found a ring.
Oh. A glowing ring at that.
And
it's blue.
The other person, Drazan, would also be able to look at this. If you guys together wanted to go ahead and take a look at it and do Arcana check with advantage, I might be able to let you guys identify what it is.
Do you want to roll or do you want me to, Rick?
What do you have for bonus on it? Anything?
For Arcana?
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Yeah, you roll.
Okay. Guidance as well. For a total of 20.
You got it. You look at this ring, and as you move it with that soft blue hue, and as you kind of that light shimmers on the ring, you see little images of looks like tribal waves on there, and you go, "Oh, this is a ring of swimming."
Ew.
Uh,
A ring of swimming.
uh,
Could be useful.
Some things that don't seem useful may be very useful.
uh,
I know there are quite a few water-savvy people among us. This might be useful for some of us mundane peoples.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys find in there.
I believe I have the hand. Does anybody want this ring? Milo or Drazan, perhaps? I believe Milo has a sword.
I will take.
All right,
the ring.
Drazan. Yes.
Thank you.
Be my guest, Drazan.
So Captain Takumi, he's gonna let you know. So he looks at the ring and, oh, you found Captain's lockbox. Ah, that ring, very important. It may help us salvage the parts we need at the bottom of the ocean to get our ship back to working order, so we can leave. And he pulls out his copy of the map, and he points to another section on the map, and he tells you, let's head back to base camp real quick to pick up some rations, but I think we need to speed up the pace. So what do you guys want to do?
Is it normal that... I was just gonna, because I don't have much health left, I was just gonna be like, is it normal that this thing is still in my chest?
oh, here, let me help you.
Ow!
I do apologize, Milo. I am not currently able to cast any more spells for the day. So maybe a rest would be in order.
It's cool, matey.
It is nighttime. Just as you guys have spent quite a bit of time exploring the cave, looking for items, battling monsters, and Captain suggesting to make make your way back to camp. He has some stuff he wants to discuss before you head to your next destination.
To camp.
Are we able to safely get back to camp with the climbing and all of that?
Well, that's questionable.
Well,
Why?
we can take
Why
the
did you
time.
say that?
I do believe we have a rope still that is tied off, isn't it? And a flying broom.
You do have a rope that's there, yes.
And a
somebody
flying
does
broom.
And a flying broom
To
with
help.
with a taxi driver on it.
Hey, heck, maybe if you stretch Al's back with that new fist you got, maybe it'll cheer him up.
Oh no.
I'm
I
gonna.
don't think that's what Alex would like to be done with a fist.
It smells a bit like almonds.
He's like,
I got to
"Go
say,
on."
it's a bit smelly.
He's like, shh.
Ew, you don't know where that's been.
All right, mute those guys.
All right,
Just mute
all
them.
right.
Yeah.
Done with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that.
All right, so are you guys going to make your way back?
Let's just hurry back to camp.
Okay. You go out.
It's been a long day.
You guys step outside and you see Gertha sitting by a little fire that she's made, and she's just munching on some what looks to be seagull.
Seagull.
Oh,
Delish.
And the rope's still there, and so captain's again. He's taking you guys and says, "Let's go." I'd say you guys have no problem getting rappelling down the rope now that you've learned how to climb as best as possible. So between those two options, you're good. One thing you do notice, actually, no, we'll just do this. Perception check for everybody.
nope.
Ooh, I get to reroll that.
22.
Also 22.
15.
Well, Dan, I'll tell you a little story. I rolled a 1, which I got to re-roll, and then I rolled a 2. So I don't see much.
Well, those of you guys who rolled a 10 or higher, as you get down after rappelling off of the cliff top there, you notice that the water is significantly higher and pretty much ankle deep, where it was pretty dry land for quite a bit of room beforehand. So it's odd to you that the water level has risen so high. You don't find any reason for that to have happened, but it has.
Isn't that normal with the tides?
Based upon the general observations of where you can see normal water lines are, this is higher than normal.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Who pulled the plug on the island?
Ew.
This island sinking?
Are we sinking?
Yeah.
It's secretly a dragon turtle. Earl.
No, don't give him that idea.
So there's something you notice. All right, let's see if cool. You make it back to camp after a few hours. It is late at night. And let me grab something else here. Go do it real quick. Come on. 1 second. Okay. As you get back to the island, or the base camp, the captain tells you. Someone's echoing.
Yep.
I guess not anymore. So, anyways, as you guys get back to base camp, the captain tells you from his knowledge, this island is cursed, and the island itself has been known to vanish for unknown reasons. It has not been discovered nor can be told, but people who have found the island before and been sent out strictly to find this island have taken note that sometimes a week later it has vanished from the exact spot it was documented being at. He fears that there may be something magical beyond this realm that is affecting the island itself, and the sight of water higher than what would seem normal gravely concerns the captain.
Oh, great.
Fantastic.
So maybe we're not staying here,
I
guys.
think you could have informed this information to us a little bit earlier, Captain.
Listen, I hire you to do a job, and that is what you're here for.
As I said before, no boat, no authority.
And as I said before,
I believe our contract is null and void.
What kind of job would it be to go search for a hand?
null and void will be your life if you do not listen to me to get off of this god-forsaken rock. Because by the gods, we will sink with the ocean into the belly of her if we do not find our way off. Now we have to follow the clues on this map. I'm telling you, I know the way, and the way is going to be finding the calm Delilah. What we need is the magical item that is on that ship to get out of here.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
If you say so, Captain, I still say a better use of our time could have been to make a raft and make an effort to get off this place.
Do you think your raft is actually going to get us across the seas? A raft?
Yes.
You think
Yes,
your
I do.
raft can handle 40 to 50 foot waves, cresting above crush a man's skull without even thinking twice? Do you think so?
I'd rather do that than this crazy cursed island.
While you guys are arguing, I'm going to start making my way off of this fucking island. You're just in the background. Like, let's get out of here.
I'm very tired. I bid you good night. And I walk away.
I'm swimming out of here, man. I can go under sea. I don't got no worries.
Right. Me and Crush, and I think Alarax too. We're not worried. You guys figure it out.
Oh, you think it's so safe out there? Have you seen the kraken that the DM has placed out there in the event you try to swim off?
What's this invisible wall here? I can't get off this island.
Hey, we are the right level for Dan to put us against the Kraken.
Yeah, no kidding. Level 2. Perfect.
No, you see like Paul's edge of the map and then just falls through, like he's like falling through like a virtual world, like in a video game, just keeps falling and falling and falling.
I seem to have glitched.
Oh man.
One other thing to take note. Let's see here. So the captain points to he points to there's the outcropping that you guys had seen in the very beginning that had the various stages of. It looked like some kind of head that went from something like a person that was alive all the way to a skull.
I don't think we ever.
Yeah, it's night
Is
three.
it 3? Okay.
So as you're looking at, as the moonlight's hitting on this outcropping, these rocks that are, it's very easy to see. You can see that each night the moonlight has shifted and shined down on a different skull. It started with the one that was most alive, then it went to the second one that was a little less alive. Now it's on the third one, and there's 7 heads on here.
We just happen to notice this, or the captain is pointing it out?
The captain's pointing it out, but and he's telling you, you see that? That is our timer to get off this island. Rumor has it, this island will sink and take all inhabitants on it if we do not find a way off in 7 days.
And you choose to tell us now, you turd.
This place isn't called Ring Island.
Seeing as you move a little bit slower than I would hope, I'm hoping you will pick up the pace and act with haste when I tell you, and quit questioning my judgments going forward.
Guys, do you hear like a buzzing, something speaking about time?
Hey, Captain.
I'm listening to you completely. Let's go.
We can't hear you.
So, Captain, tell us all the information now. Not bits and pieces and parcel when it suits you. Tell us now, so we know what's coming.
Okay.
I have to agree. I have to agree with that. If we have to trust each other.
Persuasion checks from you two.
I'm going to sit across from the captain and sharpening my axe.
Guidance.
17.
8.
With guidance. Nice.
With guidance?
With guidance.
Wow. Well, Drazan was a little more.
I mean, to be fair, I was kind of pissy towards the captain earlier.
All right. So the captain takes you two, and you two only, and he tells you, he sits you down, and he goes, "Okay, you want to know everything? I'll tell you everything. Those heads up there, those were carved by ancient gods. This island was once a lost paradise, full of all the treasures you could ever imagine, ever think of. But one god got greedy, and this island has ever since been cursed. But those of us who hunt for the greatest treasures ever known to any person, any creature, any god, know that it is on this island. Captain Mitchell was on it. He was one of the first ones to discover this exact location of this island. He surveyed the island. There was other people he sent in here to get some of the goods off of this island. But his first mate, Lavinia, you see, she fell under the curse of the island. She found one little gem which took all of her inhibitions and made her greed sacrifice the lives of all of her crew, including taking the captain with her. And now she roams the seas, curses any of those who come near this island. I dare someone who has a sense for stronger magic potentially do a ritual you will see there's more than meets the eye with this island. For what we see, it look like there's fruit, rotten fruit. I know more than you know. And I'm telling you, if you do not listen to me, I am the one who studied these maps. I've studied these journals. I know what to do. But you have to follow me, or else you risk sudden and immediate death. You see the fog that surrounds this island? And as you peer out, you can see that there's a dense fog that every night kind of just locks the island in. You step out there, you're going to die. You think that this island will let you leave with all the riches without any kind of trouble? You're crazy. You're going to die. So I'm telling you, you need to listen to me. Now, what have you got to say for yourselves? Are you with me, or are you not?
We are with you, Captain. We just needed to know the information.
Yes.
We need to know that we can trust you to be with us.
Listen, I don't get off
Absolutely.
here without any of your help. We have to break the curse of this island, and the only way we're going to do that is by finding the calm Delilah. And I know it's been marooned, and what the captains had was on this island. It's the only way we're going to find it. Now, we have been finding some items that will help us lead us to where the calm Delilah is. I see your friend there, points to Eclexis. You have the blade. That is one of the items we will need eventually. Hand of the Mutineer, which you've been waving around in people's faces. Also another item. You see, as we collect these cursed things, they will help direct us to where the calm Delilah is. But I cannot have you not listening to me. Are you with me?
We are with you, Captain. But
We have already said, yes, we are with you.
I have also read the journals, and I also know that captain who wrote those journals went stark raving mad. So forgive us for not trusting you.
Captain Mitchell was a good friend of mine, a confidant, somebody who I trusted, who I sailed the seas with. You see, he and I were after the same thing, in a friendly yet competitive race to be the richest person here. I've taken on some gambling debts, which I used to buy the ship that you've sailed on to get here. You see, I have to pay some people back, but at the same time, I will still be so rich. I will never need to borrow a dime to gamble ever again. But now the point is to get off of this island with all of the calm Delilah's findings.
Are you guys done with your circle jerk?
He waves a little hand up in the air.
Can you tell us what you're talking about?
Captain, if we're in this together, no more wandering off by yourself. I get the urgency. We all do. But everybody who's wandered off by themselves has gotten seriously, seriously hurt. So we need to stick together.
Agreed. And I will say one thing. There are those of us here who, as I said, may not appear to be as we once were. Be cautious of their intentions. I will warn you. Now, and he points back. If the tales prove true. So let's hurry up. Let's get some rest. Pack provisions. And we need to make a greater search tomorrow. For we cannot take as long as we did today. But I do appreciate you all saving my life. And to that, I owe you a great debt. For which I hope
Saving his life again.
So
Right.
He's still a tool.
I wish to get some rest if we are going to start this
all right.
new venture in the morning.
Are you guys going to share that information with anybody?
Yes, I believe we should. Don't you, Dazon?
Well, absolutely. The more they know, the harder they will work. It's in our best interest for them to know what we know.
Aye. And I will have my crew keep guard of the camp. And I will have them prepared so when we come back to base camp, we can leave as fast as possible once we've figured out how to break this curse. Do you agree?
Sounds like a wise plan.
Yes.
These mosquitoes are terrible here. Damn it. And to that,
They're like this big too.
So that we will wrap up tonight and start next week with where we head to next.
Michigan mosquitoes.
Well, all right. Thanks,
Before
everybody.
we wrap up,
Okay, go ahead, Glenn.
I guess. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask the captain if he knew where our next destination was.
Yes. Let me show you.
Excuse me.
I've got to pull the logbook page real quick here. Let me do a little zoomy zoom. Whoa, yeah. Hang on. All right, give me one hot second here. One second. Gotta pull up. Is it? Just pulling up the DM's map real quick here. So I can show you where.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to mention that we'd ask that you come and check Panik Games on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We have some cool stuff on there. I put up clips of sometimes of our more raucous action that we have in our games. And also consider subscribing to us and liking this video if you like what you see here. We're also on Mixer as Panik Games and Twitch as well.
Coattails here.
Yeah, listen, he knows what he's talking about.
That was a little whiny there, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
All right, the next spot is right here.
All right.
Is where he is requesting we go.
And we were just to the spot north of there, right?
Yes, you were. You were right.
Correct.
So now, over here is your next destination, for which the captain is greatly urging you to go to.
Well, if we don't want to go to that one, we might go to the one that's south of it.
That's fine. You can go to one south of it. That's where he's suggesting. You don't have to go there. Again, these are suggestions. You guys can do things to influence and potentially change the direction of things.
How about we just stay in camp for the rest of the time, let the island sink?
It's always a good.
That's a good option there.
Good option.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you, Glenn, Dan, Jim, Andy, Ray, and Rick for playing along with us, and thanks for people that dropped in the chat earlier. We appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.